Your Majesty, how do you know so much? Surely it must be a blessing from Yahweh?
You are indeed correct. The wisdom that I share with you is not earthly wisdom, but it comes from the God of my father David, who is the God of Israel. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding.
Father.
Rehoboam, what are you doing here? I thought you were riding horses with Levi.
We finished early and I really wanted to see you. I have something to tell you.
What is it, son?
I'm ready to be king after you.
Oh, really? What gave you that idea?
Because I'm your son. What's so funny, Father?
Rehoboam, just because you think you're ready to be king doesn't mean you really are. For one thing, I'm still alive. Another thing is that you're only 5 years old.
So I can be the first boy king.
Sorry, son, but you still have a long time before you can sit on my throne and wear my crown. You also have to think about the well-being of the people of your kingdom.
But I thought a king can do whatever he wants.
Oh, son, there's more to being king than getting your way all the time. You need to be wise.
What do you mean, Father?
When I had just become king and your grandfather had died, I felt like a child wanting to live up to his father's legacy. That's when God gave me wisdom.
How?
Well, son, let me tell you a little story. Many years ago, before you were born, there was no temple for Yahweh to dwell in. I was at Gibeon offering sacrifices in the high places and worshiping Yahweh. One night he came to me in a dream.
Solomon, ask me whatever you want, and I will give it to you.
Who are you?
I am the God of your father David and your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
O Lord, you have shown great kindness to your servant, my father David, because he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in heart. You have continued this great kindness to him and have given him a son to sit on his throne this very day. Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David. But I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. Your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours? Now Yahweh was pleased with me, that I had asked for a discerning and understanding heart, so that I could be a good king like your grandfather Rehoboam. So God said to me,
Since you have asked for this, and not for a long life or wealth for yourself, nor have asked for the death of your enemies, but for discernment and administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so that there will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings. And if you walk in obedience to me and keep my decrees and commands as David your father did, I will give you a long life.
and then I woke up.
Wow, Father, that must have been incredible for you to hear Yahweh's voice. Levi.
Happily reminiscing with your son, old friend.
Hello, Levi. Good to see you. I was telling Rehoboam that being a good king requires wisdom.
Yeah, Father was telling me that God gave him his wisdom in a dream. So what happened next, Father?
Well, after I returned from Gibeon, I held a great feast for my court. Levi was there to ensure that everything went well and according to plan.
Greetings, King Solomon. Was your trip to Gibeon productive?
Yes, Levi. The Lord came to me in a dream and told me that he would give me wisdom so that I can be a good king. I do not know what to make of it yet, though.
Yahweh does everything in his own time, your majesty. If what you say is true, I believe that the wisdom he promised you will come when you least expect it or in great need.
I hope you are right, my friend. Little did I know it, but Levi was right. Not long after we sat down to eat, 2 women came in to see me on a very urgent matter.
Wait, is this the story you told me about saving a baby?
Yes, Rehoboam, but let me explain. As I sat on my throne, the first woman spoke to me.
Pardon me, my lord. This woman and I live in the same house, and I had a baby while she was there with me. The third day after my child was born, this woman also had a baby. We were alone. There was no one in the house but the two of us. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while I, your servant, was asleep. She put him by her side and put her dead son by my side. The next morning, I got up to nurse my son, and he was dead. But when I looked at him closely in the morning light, I saw that it wasn't the son I had born.
No, the living one is my son, and the dead one is yours.
So they argued in front of me. As they did so, I found it difficult to determine which one was the baby's true mother. Finally, I said to Levi, "Levi, bring me a sword."
I was not too sure about the king's decision, but I did what he commanded. Then your father told me,
"Cut the living child in two and give half to one and half to the other."
What? Father, you almost killed a baby?
Calm down, Rehoboam. I was not really going to kill the baby. It was all part of my test. As soon as I gave the order, the first woman cried out to me and begged me to spare the baby.
Please, my lord, give her the living baby. Don't kill him.
Neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him in two.
When I heard this, Yahweh revealed to me the truth. The first woman was the baby's mother. As soon as I realized this, I smiled and said to Levi, "Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother."
Oh, thank you, your majesty.
When all Israel heard my verdict, they held me in awe, because they saw that I had wisdom from Yahweh to administer justice.
"Hail, Solomon! All hail Solomon, King of Israel!"
Hail, King Solomon! Long live the king! And ever since that day, people from all over Israel and the surrounding kingdoms have come to hear my wisdom.
Wow, Father, that was amazing. You asked God for wisdom and you saved a baby's life. When I grow up to become king of Israel, I want to be just like you.
Oh, Rehoboam, my son, you may not have my wisdom, but you can still pray and ask Yahweh to help make you wise.
I guess I still have much to learn about being king, huh?
Yes, but it will be worth it someday soon, my son. I am more than willing and glad to continue teaching you how to be a good king. After all, that is what fathers are supposed to do, teach their children and pass on what they have learned.
Thank you, Father.
Now I have a test for you, Rehoboam. After dinner you will have a choice for dessert, either cake or fruit. I know you like both, but I want you to choose which one is better for you.
Why is that?
Because a king must take good care of himself. Now I know you love cake because it is very sweet and tasty, but does that mean it has to be good for you?
No, I choose the fruit.
Wise choice, my son.
Come on, you two. It's time for dinner.
Coming, Mother. See you in a bit, Father.
Don't start without me. Oh, he will be a great king one day, Nema.
Yes, he does have the best role model.
Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6.